today's forum, we have a very special guest, the Director of Gallery Espas, Renu. Welcome to the show, Renu. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Renu, in these times when the auction markets have clearly begun to slow down, what are gallery sales looking like? I mean, have they decreased considerably, or is it just a sort of minimal sort of decline?
The sales definitely have gone down of the galleries, and we just cannot be like an ostrich putting our heads into the sand and ignoring that and saying that we have not been affected. It's actually a question of sentiments, and the whole economy is just not buoyant. And nowadays art and economy is directly connected, so sales have gone down.
Okay. Now there was a lot of talk in the past that the market for Indian art was overheated. There was a lot of speculation within the contemporary segment, and a lot of critics, a lot of entrepreneurs within the sector said that perhaps this slowdown is a good thing because it will bring back the price quality equation, in which there was a mismatch before when the market was overheated. Do you agree with that?
I look at this opportunity like it's like an opportunity in adversity, which you just mentioned. That I really think that now everybody will look at art objectively. It may be the galleries, the artists, the art historians, the critics, the collectors also, as where really the art practices are heading for.
International attention came to Indian art because of its ability to address hybrid cultures, to take sort of local imagery and project things in a global context. But what else do you think, what sort of trends are emerging within Indian art that will make it hold in the international markets?
I think you brought up a very interesting point. I strongly believe that only that kind of an art would be sustainable, which has context and content. As some kind of a reference point, like T.S. Eliot, the poet, had always talked about traditions and contemporary and language, and he always said that that an artist has to depend, or his sources of inspiration are from traditions, and then the language becomes contemporary. He expresses himself in his contemporary language, and that is what stays. And if you really look at it, if you look at Rabindranath Tagore also, his portraits of his work, I mean, even now they're so mystical. There is a certain kind of and he was a self-taught artist, but it still stays in your mind. So even with coming back to the contemporary times, an artist whose sources of inspiration are traditions, are Indian traditions, but have totally taken off in a very contemporary or express themselves. So they will develop the language. Their language is going to be very strong, it will be very individual.
On that note, thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Modi. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.